We go. I freaking love our team. I freaking love our job. I love that we get to just be here because we choose to be here. Literally, like you're choosing to spend your time here. Nick Saban says you're either spending your time or you're investing your time. Think of it like currency, right? And when we spend our time just doing, we have to think about it intentionally. Am I spending this time wisely or am I investing my time? Right. And so this is an investment in yourself. Tony Robbins says if you're going to invest in anything, invest in yourself. A lot of very successful people will say the same thing. Personal growth is everything. Personal growth is everything. And so I want to talk a little bit about why personal growth is everything and why it's so important because I think for a lot of us, it's kind of one of those things where we're like, okay, I'll do it because, they say that's what we need to do. And then you're reading the books and you're like, this is bullshit. This doesn't even make sense. I don't like this. Raquel's nodding her head. Yes. Yeah. And a lot of times it's when we're saying those things, we need it the most. Okay. Because it's challenging us. And I want you to hear this. It's supposed to feel uncomfortable. Can I tell you that one of my biggest fears when I started Plexus and that has continued kind of throughout is disappointing people, people being upset with me, people not loving me. Okay. Liking me is not enough. If you don't love me, I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, like what do I need to do to make you love me? People call that a people pleaser. I prefer to call it how I connect with human beings. That's how I feel genuinely and authentically. And one thing I learned from John Maxwell is he says like this too shall pass, right? You will have feelings about things. That is normal. What we can work on is literally how am I responding to that? How am I responding to this? How am I recovering from this? How am I moving forward from this? Right. So let's put it into business perspective. How am I moving forward from having a really killer last month or a really killer weekend and now moving in? And I mean, talk to me here in the comments. Do you guys ever feel like, Shannon, I love that you're on here on a Monday. Hey, oh, what's up? Do you guys ever feel like you have a really good day? Like, let's say Friday was an amazing day and you sign up like two people, it just goes crazy. And then Monday comes around, you're like, this is slow as ever. Like, nothing is moving forward. This is hard. I can't, right? Am I talking to myself or y'all feeling me here? Someone say, I'm feeling you here. Someone unmute and just say, I'm feeling you. It's going to be Lisa.
I'm feeling you, girl.
Yeah.
Hey, it takes me a hot minute always to find my mute because I am a grandma, but I feel you, girl.
It's so true. And we get into this place where we're like, oh my gosh, this isn't going anywhere. And here's the thing, it's going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. It's going from day to day without loss of enthusiasm. It's going from persistence to persistence without losing enthusiasm. That is what personal growth is. And so I think sometimes we look at personal growth to make us feel better. And in reality, it's actually there to make us uncomfortable and to challenge us so that the next time we come to the same crossroads, we handle it a little different. We recover a little quicker. We manage it a lot better, right? We don't just shut down and stop working and becoming inconsistent. We actually lean in harder, right? Personal growth should make you lean in harder to the uncomfortable. It should make you want to be like, okay, wait a second. Actually, when I read that book, they talked about feeling uncomfortable. So this is normal. This is normal to feel this way. And I'm going to keep on going because the proof, and then you start to develop proof for your brain that when things are hard and you lean in, you actually get the results you're looking for versus pulling back versus hiding away versus feeling ashamed versus feeling whatever it is. And so really what I love about personal growth so much is that I have seen this over and over and over and over and over again in my own life. And every time I come up against something that makes me feel uncomfortable, instead of saying, this is crazy, or, I'm like dwelling on the situation, I've learned to be like, this feels uncomfortable and I'm so excited. This feels uncomfortable. That means that relationship just got stronger because there was conflict. That means that that person not ordering again, that means I'm making room for the people that are supposed to be on my team. I'm excited because, my post didn't get any comments. Somebody's watching. And so really learning to train our brains instead of just snapping our fingers and deciding, well, that relationship, because I had conflict there, that's over, that's done. They hate my guts. And now I have to look for reasons why I don't like them, which is never true anyway. Or we go to that place in our heads where, oh, that person, they quit. It must have been something I did. I just probably shouldn't be doing this. Whatever it is, right? We go to those negative places and we're so quick to cut it off. The number one sign to me of emotional immaturity is the inability to talk things through. It's a quick, I cut it off and it's over and it's done, versus, hey, I'm here for the growth. I want to get better. I want to get stronger. Right. So we see that resilience in people. And when people, if someone were to ask me, which I've been asked many times over my career, is, what is the number one thing? If you could put your finger on one thing that got you to the top of this business, I would tell you lights out, hands down, over and over, it's resilience. That even when things didn't look like they were going my way, okay? For example, I'm going to tell this story. It was exactly this month, 8 years ago, that I was a senior gold ambassador going for Ruby. I would hit Ruby this month and tell myself I'm going senior Ruby next month. Okay, that was my goal. I was like, I'm going to go Ruby and then I'm going to go senior Ruby. That's my goal. And if you know me, I'm pretty persistent. I'm a bulldog. Like if I want it, I'm going to work my butt. It'll never be because I didn't show up and work that I didn't get it. So I was convinced. We added, I believe it was 34 people the month I went Ruby. Okay. I'm trying to remember the numbers exactly. It was somewhere around there. So I was like, we're killing it. Like, this is going to be a no-brainer. I'm going to go in to December and I'm going to hit senior Ruby. We added 7 people in December to my team. And I remember the number exactly because I was devastated and I called my upline and I cried my eyes out and I was like, what happened? Like my business stopped working. I actually thought that. I was like, it's over. This is it. It's over. This is where it ends. Can I tell you how happy I am that I didn't stop there? Because fast forward to March 2020, we added over 1,000 ambassadors to my organization in a month. Okay. Fast forward to having hundreds. I think right now we already have 300 joins on our team on my organization. I had 7 people join me in the month of December, the month that I was going to go for senior Ruby. Okay. So I want to just put that in perspective. So for example, Nicole had 7 people join her team in one day last week as a gold ambassador. Okay. So think about that. If I would have been like, I can't get 7 people to join my team and I already have 60 people in my organization and we're only adding 7 people. Can you see how you would start to feel and possibly think and then take action around that circumstance? This isn't for me. I can't do this. This is hard. I knew it wouldn't work, right? Whatever it is that we say to ourselves. Or we play the blame game. I love a good blame. I'm not going to lie. I love to be like, well, it's because I got so many kids, or it's because this is going on, or that's going on. And at the time, I hadn't been widowed yet. So I can't even I can't blame it on that. I can't blame it on any of the stuff that was going on. It was just ebb and flow of business. And I had a lesson to learn. More importantly, I had a lesson to learn. Ian, oh my gosh, she's adorable. It almost makes me want to have another one. No more babies for this lady. But it made me realize that I had a lesson to learn. And the lesson to learn was that not everything is going to go my way when I want it to, even no matter how hard I'm working or believing. And I also realized in that moment was it's not about what's happening to me, it's about how I react to it. So I had feelings and then I snapped myself right back out of it. I'm talking within hours. Like it was just like, okay, I'm over it. Let's go. And that ability to bounce back quickly is the 100% reason that I'm here as a diamond. 100%. I bounce back quickly. I'm coachable. Right. And so it's that resilience part because resilience also ties into coachability, right? We don't want to be coachable. We don't really want to be coachable, right? It's like nobody want like my husband jokes because when we first started dating, I actually told him, he's like, okay, well, what do you love? What do you not like? Dating questions that I was horrible at. Okay, we'll just say that. So he's like, what do you not like? I'm like, I don't like being criticized in any shape or fashion or form. He's like, what about constructive criticism? I'm like, that's a definite no. I like was just so honest. I was like, don't criticize me. I'm too sensitive. Okay. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Coaching can feel like criticizing sometimes, right? It can feel like, oh my gosh, when people get off and they're like, if anyone ever was like, that was so like, that was too hard for me. Like, I feel bad about myself when I get off your calls. I would feel so guilty. And now I'm like, good, good. Good. Why? Because it's challenging your thoughts. Most people will take that and go lay down in bed and cry and not get over it. I want the people, hard times make strong people. Okay. Hard times make strong people. I'm looking for the strong people who want to get stronger. I want to get stronger. I want to become more good at leadership, more whatever it is that we're wanting to become that person. And what drove me a lot of times, literally, was that my kids were watching or my Facebook audience was watching. It's like that mattered to me. I want to be a woman of integrity. I want to be a woman that people respect. I want to be a woman when I walk into a room, they're like, wow, did you hear like what she's done? Like, oh, she's built this. Because I can tell you this, nobody was saying that when I was gold. Nobody was saying that when I was senior gold. Ain't nobody knocking on my door being like, oh my gosh, she built a Ruby business. Did you hear? Nobody was doing that, right? But once I was widowed and I worked my butt off and I got to diamond, all of a sudden everybody's like, wow, what a story, right? Nobody was doing that for me when I started. And so I learned very quickly that I had to become my own cheerleader, right? And really motivate myself. And B, I became addicted to personal growth. I became obsessed with understanding myself so that I could open up more bandwidth for my team. And this is the kind of the main point I wanted to get to is, are you making space for a big team? Are you running a culture that feels easy and duplicatable? Or are you running a culture that feels very high stress or like high rules, or we're going to judge you if you're not here, we're going to do this if you're not there? Are you running a team that people are gravitating towards? So asking yourself, what does that look like? Does that look like Zoom parties that are fun? Does that look like in-person parties that we're having and we're hosting and we're gathering people together? Does that look like people earning money and winning, right? And we're posting, oh my gosh, this person joined my team and they're winning. Oh my gosh, this person joined my team and they're winning. People love to see people winning, right? They want to see the underdog succeeding. And my next question is, if 100 people joined your team today, do you feel equipped? Do you feel equipped with this is the next step that you need to take? Everybody, here's the duplication process. Here's what we're doing. Because if the answer is no, that's great news. That's great news. You've come to the right Zoom. You're on the right thing. Because if you don't know, I was there too. Hence why only 7 people joined my team, right? I was not prepared because every person was getting a personal touch from me, a personal link. I knew my entire team as a Ruby ambassador. I knew them all. I knew them by name. I knew everything. That is not scalable, right? That's not, it doesn't mean you can't know that. I'm just saying like, I had to learn to become more scalable. Oh, like my personality is not duplicatable, right? Everything in network marketing has to be duplicatable. So really asking yourself, am I duplicatable? And what I'm doing, is it duplicatable? And then creating that team culture where people want to be part of it. They want to be invested in it. They want to be excited about it. And so I learned a lot of lessons in the, am I making space for them? Am I making space for that new builder to come in? Maybe she wants to do it differently than how I'm doing it. Maybe he wants to show up in a totally different way and do his own thing. Am I making space for someone to come in and say, hey, this is the blueprint for success with our team. You do it however you see fit. We have these calls are available for you, but you do not have to hop on them. I will share my faith, but that doesn't mean you have to be a believer to be on here either, right? You've got to make space for people and not cut people out or cut people off or make them feel like ashamed to be there or make them feel, what would be another example of that? Like making your table, anybody can sit at my table, right? Is your culture providing that? Is your team feeling? So one thing that I would say that I did a really good job of is fun. I wanted to have fun. I wanted people when they got on to have a good time. I wanted to, Lisa and I would just always do fun stuff. Like we were posting, like her and I would go to like random movie theaters, and watch movies like when we were on the road sharing Plexus and stuff like that. And like we would just have fun and we would share our fun. Like this is what we're doing. And so it doesn't have to be fun that you're sharing, but it has to be something. It has to be like Shannon did such a great job with Rosie. Okay. I still remember the name of her vehicle that she was paying off with Plexus money. She would post, consistently about paying off her vehicle with the Plexus money. And it was so like I was attached to the story. So ask yourself, am I making room at my table for new people? And of course, your brain's gonna be like, of course I am, but are you really? Or are you micromanaging your current team? Are you like, I need to hang out with you more and more and more because I want you to build, 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 build. And then the next thing is your positioning. Are you confident? Are you confident in who you are and saying, hey, okay, you're coming alongside me. That's awesome. So I'm not good at a lot of things. This is what I say, literally what I say. I'm not good at a lot of things, but I'm really good at this. I'm really good at this. So I'm here, my job, in my opinion, my job, and for me to do the best of my ability is to make sure you have an incredible experience on our products and that you make so much money, you cannot handle it. When I say it like that, do you want to do what I'm saying? And that is the only difference. What if the difference between you creating builders and not is literally that conversation right there? I'm not good at a lot of things. I may spill on my shirt. I may show up in a messy hair bun, but I'm really freaking good at what I do. And my main job is to make sure you have an incredible experience on your products and to make so much money, you don't even know what to do with yourself. How can I help you best? 9 times out of 10, they're like, well, how do I make money? Sometimes they don't want to make money. That's okay. They get scared, they're nervous, whatever. But I feel zero weirdness saying that because it's like, it's the truth. I can help you make $2,000 a cruise and all the things you can earn in a month's time. Like if you talk to your people now about that and have them start December 1st, lights out. We understand that, right? Like that's crazy. So having those conversations, I'm not good at a lot of things, but I'm really good at this part. And I'll even be even further honest because when I first started my career, I was very much about the products. But I was not a high enough recruiter that I could rely on myself to do that. And so I knew I needed to build builders. Like I knew that from the very beginning. I just sensed that. I knew that. I trusted that. I was coachable to that. And so I would build builders through confidence in the business. Like I literally would like use language like, why wouldn't you want to earn your money back on your products? Let's get you going. You know, things like that. Like I would just say things like that. And so go back to your people today and say, you know what? I'm not good at a lot of things. I'm not even all that good at coaching on products. Cheryl Muller tells the best story of how I literally never talked to her about her products. Okay. But guess what sister knew? Sister knew I had a very successful business. Sis knew that so when she signed Megan up under the wrong account, she was like, she knew that I would know how to fix it. She knew that I would understand the business side of it. And when Megan started taking off, we were able to have conversations about business. Anyway, the point is that you don't have to be great at everything. I am not great at everything by any stretch of the imagination, but you've got to develop the skill of being confident when you're sharing the business opportunity. It'll change your business and you can do it today. Like it can be today. Like you don't have to do this big, long, like, oh my gosh, well, what if they like just do it? And don't ask me for the script because this is where I'm not good. I'm like, I already forgot what I said, but here is what I know. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Send a voice message. I'm not good at a lot of things, sis, but I know that you've been ordering for the last 2 months and I'm really good at helping people make money. I'm really good at helping people make money. I want to help you make so much money that it literally changes your Christmas. Are you ready? Okay, I want you to picture who's going to get mad at you? Nobody. Nobody. Who's going to say no to you? Hardly anybody. I'm not good at a lot of things, right? So you're on their level. You're not saying I'm the best at everything I do. I'm not good at everything. Lord knows, right? Be your personality. Okay, God knows I'm not good. Whatever you would say. I'm not good at everything. And I like to think I'm a very humble person, but I am amazing. I am badass. I am balls to the wall. Whatever you want to say. Okay? My personality, I'm going to say something a little more funny. I'm like down to the bone serious. I don't even know how to keep it like not like serious. I'm like trying so hard. I'm going to say something like that, okay? I'm not good at everything. I'm going to keep repeating it because I think this is literally what I say. I'm not good at everything, but I'm really freaking good at this. I'm really freaking good at making you money, at helping mamas make money from home. I'm really freaking good at helping guys earn an extra income. I'm really freaking good at helping people earn cruises and earn money. I'm really freaking good at helping people make money from home. I personally prefer the first one that I said, where I said, I'm going to make you so much freaking money you can't handle it. That feels better because then it's like more like up to them to decide what they want. But whatever feels authentic to you, and when you say it in that way, usually what I get back is, ha ha ha, oh my gosh, girl, you're hilarious. I love that. Okay. So sometimes they don't make a move. That's okay. But the important part is you're not pissing people off. You're not upsetting people. You're not making them angry. Nobody is going to be like, get out of here trying to tell me I can make money. No one's going to say that. Right. So it's really, I used to fear so much that people would know that I made money off of their orders. Now I celebrate the fact that I make money off of their orders. I celebrate the fact in my own head, it's okay if they know that I'm making money off of this. That is literally in any culture, all the way back to whenever time began. There is trading, there are sales, there are whatever that is. So don't feel like a used car salesman. You are offering a service to people and you're offering an opportunity to people that just like you did, they should have the opportunity to choose yes or no. But when we present it in a way that's like, do you want to go silver? Hey, if you want to get your products covered, I think that's great, right? That's the system. There needs to be a blanket system for people to understand. But if you're on here, you're here for this message right now because there's a reason, right? I want you to message people and I want you to use your voice and I want you to say, I'm not good at a lot of things, but I'm freaking amazing at helping people earn money. And I want to help you make so much money, it changes your Christmas and potentially your life. Can we get on a call today? Girl, you're hilarious. There's a way out. Girl, you're hilarious. You're so funny. That's what people will say to me if they don't want to get on the phone with me. That's a really friendly no. Like, I'm okay with that no, because again, I don't really love criticism, right? So I set myself up for success with even the rejection is going to feel nicer. So tell me who's going to do this. Okay. Love it. Who else is going to do it?
Can't raise my hand because it's being sucked on right now, but I will.
I love it.
Me
Michael's
too.
gonna do it.
I literally
Okay.
just shared that verbiage in my group chat with all of my people. So I'm going to
Yeah,
do
this
it
is awesome.
for all of them.
I love it.
So awesome.
I love it. Do you guys feel like when we feel confident, it changes everything? It fires us up. It's like when we feel confident, when we're like, okay, I know exactly what I'm going to say. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to do it. That's how we got to picture every person who joins our team. They want to do it. They're just not sure how. They're just not sure what to say. And so when we can position ourselves with confidence, it changes the name of the game. Let's go. Just over here lifting weights. Okay. Love y'all. Go post in the energy chat when you message people. Let's fire them up in there. Let's tell them, hey, what we have is special. What we're doing is awesome. And we have the potential. I want you to hear me so loud and clear. You have the potential to rank up no matter what rank you are now. 0, it does not matter to me. You have the potential to rank up in December using this verbiage, getting multiple people to start building a business. It's everybody doing a little that moves your business insane, especially when you're in that senior gold ruby mark, that gold to senior gold, somewhere in there. It's everybody getting one person. It's incredibly important. And you need to start talking to people now. You can rank up so fast if you start doing that. Kisses and hugs. Have a great Thanksgiving week.